Hey, what's up everybody? This is Steve from Vespa Motorsport, aka Scooter West. We're going to quickly go over installing the plastic Legshield trim. This is a black version. It's available in black or silver. This is the original stuff that came on like the P series. Nice thing about this trim is it looks very much like the original. If you get a kind of close up, it is plastic, but it is metal reinforced, so it's molded. These can be a little tricky to install. We've done it a bunch of times, so we're going to do a quick video which will hopefully be an aid in eliminating some frustrations as you try to install this yourself. Other thing about this trim is, yeah, it's technically for the PX, but it'll work on a rally. You can actually cut it in the middle, take like a 3/4 of an inch out, it'll work on any small frame. It's an excellent, cheap option for original looking Legshield trim. Remember, again, it comes in this black, and there's also the silver looking stuff that looks very much so like the original crimp-on metal aluminum trim. You'll notice that this is actually a bike that's been freshly painted, so there's no glove box on it. The headset and the fork are also out of it. The glove box on like all the P series bikes pretty much has to come off. That's definitely in the way. But you can actually do this particular trim with the handlebars and fork still on it. It's definitely easier to have that stuff out of the way. So for the sake of demonstration, because we're using this bike and it doesn't have it on there, you'll see how quick and easy it will go. In theory, sometimes they're really quick, sometimes you got to fight with them. The other thing is, you'll notice I'm not really using any tools aside from latex gloves, and this is so you can get a good grip on the actual trim. As you start to fight with it a little bit, your hands get sweaty and you lose a grip. And the other thing we have is just some like, generic spray polish. We'll spray this on the actual frame of the scooter, just so there's a little bit less friction in sliding the thing down. And what you do is we'll always kind of want to start on one side. And the best way to do it is you'll kind of take the one side, start at the top. It kind of slips in the channel. And you can kind of keep pressure on it and guide it down. Sometimes you'll actually have to slide it up and down a couple times so you're not fighting it. This is actually going really smooth so far. It's good for the sake of the video. And so you kind of want to ease the thing down until you think you're in about the right spot. This is where it gets kind of tricky. Well, the nice thing about this is if you go too far, you can always peel it back off and start over again. That's pretty close to being about where it needs to be. Now, Jim, what I'll do is I'll kind of reach around from the back side here. Go ahead and follow me, Scott. And what you need to do is almost all fingertips. You kind of pull the thing back and just guide it into place. Notice I'm not using a screwdriver. I'm not prying at all whatsoever. With strong fingers and kind of folding the thing back, it just folds into place. Kind of wrap the thing all the way around. You get to about this corner and you kind of hop over, and essentially we're doing the same thing on this side as we did on the other corner. But you see I'm kind of folding it back, keeping downward pressure on it, and just guiding it into place. And actually, while the camera was off, I put a little tape on this. I usually tape this in just because this can kind of be flailing around a little bit, and basically you just kind of protect it from scratching the paint inadvertently. So I'll try to take it from about this point and then start the bottom. And again, for me, it's easier to kind of reach over and do this. You kind of get it started. Then again, with strong hands, kind of wiggle it a little bit. You kind of get to right about that point, and that's when you know you're close. You kind of roll it back over in your hands, and voila, it kind of clicks into place. that's pretty much the finished product. That one went about average, and they go really good. You can do them in actually about half that amount of time. But that's installing the plastic Legshield trim basically on any large frame or small frame Vespa.